Good morning, everyone. This is Emily, and welcome to your daily 10 minutes of Cafe English. It is Monday, May 4th.
And I am Lisa. Monday morning, May 4th. New week, new cafe energy.
Honestly, my favorite kind of Monday. Cool air, hot coffee, quiet desk.
Same. I am wearing my softest sweater on purpose, like telling Monday to be gentle with me.
Smart move. Did anything funny happen this morning?
I made the coffee, sat down, and immediately spilled a tiny drop on my new notebook. Brand new notebook.
Oh no, the first page?
First page. So now my new notebook has a story already.
That is honestly perfect. So what is on the menu today?
Tell me.
Today's three are all about something old becoming new again.
Ooh, like time travel?
A little bit. First, scientists in Italy used AI to bring back the face of a person who died in Pompeii almost 2,000 years ago. Wait, they saw his face? They saw his face. Second, the original 1977 Star Wars poster painting just sold at auction for almost $4 million, the actual artwork that introduced the world to Star Wars. That is a wild number, 4 million. I know. And third, basketball superstar Victor Wembanyama just had a night so good he joined Patrick Ewing in the history books for the first time since 1994. 1994. Older than me. But first, if you are new here, welcome. We turn 3 real news stories into a chat you can use to learn English. So if you enjoy the show, hit subscribe and like. It really helps us keep going. It really does. Today's keyword is legacy. Legacy. Something passed down from the past, still meaningful today. Legacy, the Monday word. Right? Let's jump in. Let's go. Okay, story 1. We are going to Italy, almost 2,000 years back in time.
Ready. Take me to Pompeii.
So you remember Pompeii, the ancient Roman city that got buried by Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD.
Yeah, the volcano covered everything in ash and froze the city in time.
Exactly. And just last week, archaeologists in Italy released something kind of magical. They used AI to rebuild the face of one of the victims. Like his actual face? His actual face. Based on his skull and other archaeological data, AI gave him a realistic human likeness. That is wild! Who was he? An older man. We do not know his job or his name, but we know what he was carrying when he died. Oh, that is the part that gets me. What did he have? He was holding a clay bowl over his head, probably to protect himself from falling debris. He also had an oil lamp, a small iron ring, and 10 bronze coins. 10 coins. That is so human. Like his last walk in the world with everything he could carry. Right? It tells you so much without saying a word. He was found near the old city walls in an area called Porta Stabia, just trying to escape. A bowl on his head, a lamp in one hand, coins in his pocket. I can almost see the scene. That's the magic of this story. The team at the Pompeii Archaeological Park, led by Gabriel Zuchtriegel, worked with researchers in Padua to combine the old data with new AI tools. So science gave him his face back. Science gave him his face back after almost 2,000 years. That's honestly such a beautiful kind of legacy. He gets to be seen again. He gets to be seen again. I want to go to Pompeii now. Okay, story 2. We are jumping forward in time to 1977.
Oh, I love when we go to 1977.
Picture this. May 13th, 1977. 2 weeks before Star Wars opened in theaters. Free Star Wars world. Hard to imagine. An illustrator named Tom Jung painted the very first Star Wars poster, the half-sheet version, the one that introduced the whole movie to the world. So that is the painting that made everyone go to the theater. That is the one. And until last week, it was sitting in the personal collection of the family of Gary Kurtz, the original producer, for 49 years. For 49 years. Then they decided to put it up for auction at Heritage Auctions in Dallas. I have a feeling where this is going. It sold for about $3.9 million. $3.9 million for one painting. For one painting. And here's the wild part. That actually breaks the previous Star Wars record, which was Darth Vader's lightsaber prop. Wait, the lightsaber lost? The lightsaber lost. It went for $3.6 million last September, so this painting beat it by $300,000. A painting beat a lightsaber. That is a sentence I never expected to say. Same. And it's also the most expensive piece of movie poster art ever sold at auction. Across all movies? Across all movies. So this is officially the king of poster art now. Honestly, that makes sense. That image is part of so many people's childhood. The X-wings, the giant Vader head behind everything. Exactly. It's not just a poster, it's a piece of culture. A 49-year-old painting just became a $3.9 million legacy. Wild Monday. Wild Monday in the best way. Truly. Okay, story 3. From the past to the present. We are going to the basketball court. Sports. Bring me up to speed. So in the NBA playoffs, the San Antonio Spurs were playing the Portland Trail Blazers in their first round series. Got it. Game 5 was Tuesday night. The Spurs won 114-95, which closed out the series 4-1. A clean one. Series over. Series over. And the star of the night was Victor Wembanyama. He is 21 years old, 7'4", from France. 7'4"? So like 2 of me stacked. Pretty much. His stat line was 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. That is a wild combination. So he's scoring, defending, and pulling down rebounds? All of it. And here's the legacy part. Doing all 3 of those things in a playoff game, 2 games in a row, is extremely rare. How rare? The last person to do it was Patrick Ewing. Wait, the Knicks legend? The Knicks legend in 1994. So 32 years. 32 years. Wemby just joined a name that has been alone in the record book for that long. That is the moment. Coach said the team is finally earning its playoff stripes. I love that. Like, you can be young, but a night like that says, we are real now. Exactly. And he wasn't even alone. De'Aaron Fox added 21 points and 9 assists. 6 Spurs scored in double figures. A whole team showing up, not just one big guy. Right. So now San Antonio is heading to the Western Conference semifinals. First time the Spurs have been there in years. That's a real shift. The Spurs were quiet for a long time. They were. And now their next chapter is starting with Wemby's name next to Ewing's. That's a very new kind of legacy. Honestly, I want to watch the next round just for him. Okay, that was today. Let us look back together.
Yes, Monday recap, please.
We started in Pompeii. Researchers in Italy used AI to rebuild the face of an older man who died in the eruption of Mount Vesuvius almost 2,000 years ago. He was found with a clay bowl, an oil lamp, a ring, and 10 coins. His last walk through the world. I am still thinking about that. We then went to 1977. The original Tom Jung painting that introduced Star Wars to the world sold at auction in Dallas for $3.9 million. That is more than the lightsaber. A painting beat a lightsaber. It really happened. And then we went to the basketball court. Victor Wembanyama dropped 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks to send the Spurs to the Western Conference semifinals, joining Patrick Ewing in the record books for the first time since 1994. 32 years. That is a real legacy moment. Legacy was today's key word. Legacy, something passed down from the past, still meaningful today.
A legacy from 79 AD, a legacy from 1977, and a legacy from 1994, all landing in our news on the same Monday.
All landing on the same Monday. So here's today's question for you, our listeners. Love this part. A, the Pompeii victim in his last few minutes. B, the 1977 Star Wars painting and the people who made it. Or C, Wembanyama's night and the path of Patrick Ewing. A, I want to know more about that man and his coins. That is so you. I'm going with B. I want to read about Tom Jung. Both very curious choices. Tell us yours in the comments. Yes, drop your pick in the comments. We always read them. And if you enjoyed today, hit subscribe and like. It really helps us keep going. It really does. Thank you for starting your week with us. Have a thoughtful, gentle Monday, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!